Hey, welcome back to another episode.
Hi, everyone.
Hope y'all are doing well.
Yes, holidays are coming up.
Holidays are coming up. I'm excited for them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the past couple years I haven't really been like that into the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, for some reason, I'm like kind of excited about them.
So, I'm not a big Christmas guy, but I am excited for New Year's. I love New Year's.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like it's transformative. Or I want it to be a transformative period. I'm like, new year, new me.
New year, new you. Yeah,
Yes.
no, I agree. I think it is transformative.
2023, good things are happening.
I feel like
Hopefully.
this is the first New Year's in a long time where I have like actual New Year's resolutions that I'm gonna be working on.
Yeah. No, me too, definitely.
And we'll talk about that in a future episode.
Yes,
you know.
of course.
You guys can
Today,
hear all
I
about
wanted to talk about... when was the first time you realized you were gay as two gay people on this podcast? I want to chat about it. I want to see if we had a similar experience or not.
I feel like that is something where like a lot of people have very different experiences.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
You know, like I know that because for me, like I feel like I realized very young, you know, like
yeah.
I think that I realized that I was gay like before I even had like the words or the diction to describe it.
So that's really early on.
Yeah, I mean like I remember being like elementary school definitely and like having feelings towards boys that I was very, very confused about.
Mm-hmm.
And like not really because I feel like you only see, especially when like we were growing up, you really only saw representation of straight people in the media.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, like I remember, this is actually something I haven't thought about in forever, but like I remember I would watch TV and movies and I would feel so much affinity for the girl characters because they were like wanting the boys, because they had the cuter clothes, like so much to the point where I felt like really freaked out about it.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, like...
No, the first time I realized was... So I think like... around like 5th grade? I was like, okay, I'm attracted to guys. But I like girls, but I'm attracted to guys. And it was something that like... I didn't know anything about it. Like, I'm from a small town, so I didn't really have, like, guidance or, like, there wasn't a lot of representation. Yeah. And I just always had it on the back of my head. Like, it wasn't something that was, like, a worry or something I wanted to explore. And that changed until, like, later in high school. I think when I was 18, that's when I was like, okay, I want to try out guys because, like, my curiosity is taking over. And then I tried it, and then I was, like, back and forth.
Girl, you tried it once, and you were like, this is for me.
Well, yes and no. I had a bad
Really?
experience, in the beginning. Okay. But I knew, I was just open-minded. I was like, I don't know what this is. I was, like, gay, bi, whatever. Still open.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't until I was 20 that I was like, okay, I can date a guy.
No. I don't know, like, you know, you talk about how you, like, experienced attraction to guys, like, around, like, 5th grade, like...
I think so, yeah.
I remember, like, before I even really understood what attraction was, like, that's why it was really difficult for me. Because I would have these feelings with guys in, like, 3rd grade, whatever, where I'm like, oh, my God, like, he's so cool. Like, I want to be his friend. I want to have play dates with him. And I was like, no, you weren't. You, like...
No, I had, like, little, like, elementary, middle school girlfriends.
Oh, I did too.
And, like, high school. And,
I did too.
Yeah, I don't know. That's just how everything happened. But I think it wasn't until I met you, which is, like, at 20,
that's true.
21, that's when I really took it on. I'm like, okay.
Because you said you had never been to a gay bar before you met
me. And I didn't have gay friends. So I was like, you were my first, like, gay friend, and you kind of guided me and told, like, I didn't have, every gay person in my opinion should have a gay friend. Like, there's just, I agree, you can't like
a platonic gay friend, a gay friend like you can be friends with without, like, having sex or
Yeah.
having some sort of weird romantic thing.
Because beforehand, like, I had guy and girlfriends, but you can't really, like, talk to your straight girlfriends about, like, as a gay man about, there's certain experiences, like, they just wouldn't understand, and it's nobody's
especially I think
fault.
when you're figuring out your own sexuality
Yeah,
and like
and
coming to terms with being gay.
I think people definitely need, like, gay, like, if
Gay
you're gay,
friends.
like, you need gay friends.
Yeah.
And if you don't have it, like,
Find
find some.
So that actually like brings me to a follow-up question, which is, do you remember the first time that you met a gay person and like knew that they were like your first interaction with an openly gay person, basically?
I mean, we had, like, a couple in our high school.
Really? So it was that late though? Because like I
Not in
remember-
middle school.
Really?
I don't remember middle school.
Because like I remember one of my mom's really good friends is gay, and like they were so close. Like we called him my uncle. Like growing up, he was
Yeah.
my uncle, and he was gay, and like he would come and visit us when I was like, you know, young.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, yeah, like he's not married, like because he likes other men, and like this was pre-gay marriage. She was
Yeah.
like,
I mean, I'm happy that my parents were also, like, very open-minded and, like, whatever they do, you respect it. Like, I never had a problem. I think for me, because I also came out later, I came out like 2 years ago, it was never about, like, what my family would think of me. It's more just, like, I'm such a private person. And, like, my sexuality is, like, or, like, what I do with someone is, like, so private. And I think that was, like, a huge element more than, like, coming to my parents to be like, this is what it was. But, I was always raised, like, being open. Like, my parents wouldn't have had a problem if I told them, like, earlier, they found out earlier. But
see, it's interesting because in some ways I feel the same, and in other ways I'm so different. Like, my parents were extremely. I mean, obviously, like I'm saying, you know, we had gay people. My mom had a lot of lesbian friends who would come over. Like, I was exposed and around gay people from a young age, so I knew.
Yeah, me too. So
knew
like,
it was okay.
My mom, like, has a gay bestie, and, like, she was one of the girls.
Yeah.
Like, she was
but
hanging
at
out
the
with
same
girls.
time, like, I remember being so scared of coming out because I was like, what are my parents gonna do? What are they gonna think?
Yeah.
And looking back now that I have come out, and thank God,
Well, because
I'm lucky it went smoothly.
you also see, like, everyone,
a lot of bad experiences.
Exactly. So you just get, like, really
lot.
scared. And
Yeah.
I know, like, I was like, what if people aren't friends with me? Or, as a 23-year-old, like, I was like, are my friends not going to be my friends? Like, are my family not? And if anything, they, like, appreciated me more just for being honest, because I'm so closed off and I don't talk about, even now that I'm out, like, I don't.
Very
I
private.
am just such a more private person,
Yeah.
so it needed to happen, and I'm happy it did. But kudos to people who, like, do it and, like, have a really bad reaction, and
I mean, because
I feel really bad. Like, I've heard a lot of stories, just, like, meeting people out and, like, making other gay friends.
We all know people. Every gay person, even ones who have really good experiences, like, know other gay people who have, like, been kicked out of their home.
Yeah.
Have been, like, beaten up by their family because of it.
Yeah. I mean, it goes back to a conversation we had that I am appreciative of being gay during this time, because I feel we could do anything. Like, anything.
I feel like you and I were, like, right on kind of the in-between, like, right at the tail end of when there was like a little more homophobia in our culture. Like,
I mean, definitely, like, growing up.
it was different.
It
was different. When I was in middle school,
early mid 2000s.
2000s.
Just the media too, like how they.
That's exact. Because I was gonna say, like, talking. I remember growing up and being in high school and, like, wanting to watch a lot of gay movies and, like, really, like, trying to dig into that culture.
Yeah.
And one of the things that stuck out to me at that time was every movie that I watched or TV show had, like, a really horrible ending.
Yeah.
It was either, like, they die of AIDS, they get murdered, they break up, they cheat. Like, there was no.
And we want a fairy tale ending.
Well, that's
like,
the thing is, like, when I'm 15 years old, and did you ever see Love, Simon?
No.
I will say, like, it's kind of a corny Disney movie, but it is really sweet to have that, to have like a high school rom-com where it is a gay person, and like they end up together, and no one dies, no one is like disowned by their family, no one gets like beaten up for being gay. And it was kind of refreshing to see, even though I did see it when I was like 21 or whatever.
I feel like my mom. Okay, so my mom and I have two stories. So my mom, growing up, she always would put on. I don't know if anyone here has Optimum, but we had Optimum, and there was channel 188, and there was music videos being played all the time. MTV, like it's 24-hour music videos.
So MTV. So you had MTV growing up.
Well, it's not the channel MTV. It's like just music videos, like back to back to back to back.
Oh,
back.
wow, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I that's why I'm so big on music videos, because
Yeah.
like, yeah,
You always watch
I was
them.
just so, but like, I knew I was like, okay, I'm not straight, because Britney, come on, Pussycat Dolls, Rihanna. If it's something that you want, like Pon de Replay.
That was another.
That's like
experience.
Disturbia. Like,
No, Disturbia is another one. How I knew I was gay, because I remember watching Disturbia and being like, I am so into this, and I
No,
do not
Beyonce,
care about
like,
Rihanna at all.
yeah,
Like,
all
I
the
am-
pop girls, like, I was so into it, and obviously listen to all sorts of music, but I remember my aunt would buy so much music, because my younger cousin were into all this like pop
Yeah.
and stuff, and they also heavily influenced me because they love that type of music. And I just remember getting an iPod and like having all their music downloaded on my phone, and like I was just pop culture, like mid 2000s, like I
Yeah.
remember like Break the Ice, like my aunt showed me that song.
Really?
Excuse me, yeah.
And then she turned you into a homo.
Yeah, no, I always was, like, always had some gay bone in my body, just rattling away.
Girl.
Just rattling
I
away.
love having a gay bone in my body.
But like, give me more, and like, all of it. Oh, Break the Ice and Give Me More, two of my favorite Britney Spears songs, in my opinion.
Yeah, Lucky for me.
Lucky's your favorite?
I don't know if it's my favorite. God, she has so many good ones. Like, Sometimes. Do you know Sometimes?
No.
You're
like,
I'm putting you on.
get
Yeah,
put on
no,
it.
I'm taking that gay card back.
No. And Slave for You, of course.
Slave for You. See, like, I like Slave for You. I get that it's iconic, but like, it's not one of my favorite songs.
No,
of hers.
it's if that comes on at the club, like,
I'm going
fully
crazy.
going crazy.
But like, I wouldn't like.
We went crazy singing "Complicated" by Avril Lavigne.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Also gay culture though.
Gay culture, gay bop.
Yeah.
Any like I love a good throwback.
Who do you think are people who are coming up right now who are gonna be? Like, do you think Olivia Rodriguez or Rodrigo or whatever?
Rodrigo.
Whatever.
Don't hate on my girl Olivia
No,
Rodrigo.
she's good. I like her.
Right.
I like her.
She's a new girl.
Good. But do you think like she's gonna be a gay icon?
No,
You don't think so?
I don't think Taylor Swift is a gay icon.
I don't really think Taylor Swift's a gay icon either.
Yeah, I kind of put them in the same category.
Really?
Like their style of music.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
I definitely understand.
I don't know. But I don't see like new pop. I think it's because music is so oversaturated. Like in the mid 2000s, like there was like a handful of pop girls. Now there's like 40 of them. Just like there's too many, or like, yeah, there's just way too many pop girls,
Pop
like
girls.
for a certain type of, yeah. I think it's really hard for an artist to have like legacy
Right now.
right now, especially. Because it's like you're hot for a year or two, and then we don't hear anything about you. Back then, we were hearing for you like about you for like 8+ years. Like, I don't know. I feel like the It Girls like had a bigger moment back in the day than they do
but
now.
that's because of social media, which is everything. Like, everything is moving so fast. Every fashion designer who I read interviews with, who I read about, they all say like one of the things that they hate right now is that fashion moves so fast, and you used to do 2 collections a year, sometimes you would do only one or even take a year off and do one collection every 2 years.
Yeah.
Now you're doing like 8 to 10 shows a year. And people are like, you have to move so fast. Every season has to be so different because people, if you
get bored,
people get bored and their attention span is
give
so
us more,
short.
give us more.
Which I disagree. Like,
no, I'm just kidding.
Slow down. What? Like.
Yeah, but I feel like right now no one's slowing down.
This is gonna sound really weird. It's like we went to Sagrada Familia today. If anyone is in Barcelona ever visiting, check it out. But like,
side note.
Yeah, no, like sponsorship question mark.
But the church? Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, the Catholic Church is gonna sponsor our gay podcast. But no, like I think it's really cool that like this is something that has taken literally like numerous lifetimes. Like this is something that people are working on and like putting the attention to detail and the focus into where like they're going to be part of this even though they're not going to see it to completion. And obviously fashion is not the same way, but like I wish that fashion right now and music, people would take time and take the effort, and even if you're taking 4 years to put out an album, make it a really good album.
It's the fans and the pressure of like being forgotten.
Yeah, but drop a little single.
Yeah, but it's hard when like
do a cameo in a movie. God,
yeah, we make it sound so easy, but it's like when especially with SZA. SZA just dropped an album, and there was like a lot of pressure to like one up the last one. Like there's that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure
but
that goes on.
I'm saying like someone. I'm gonna use the example of Meg Thee Stallion because I feel like Meg Thee Stallion is someone who.
Be careful what you said on Meg Thee Stallion.
I love Meg.
She's a hot topic.
She's a hot topic. I am a huge fan of Meg, big supporter. Love her, believe her, like everything. But I have said I feel like she releases too much music back to back, and the quality isn't the same.
Yeah.
Meg Thee Stallion could go to any movie that is being produced in the world, and say, hey. I want 5 lines in the movie. 5 little talking lines, just put me in one scene. And they would do it. They would write her into the movie. And like...
She's a good artist.
That would keep her in the pop culture zeitgeist way more than putting out a bad EP does.
That's true.
Go Meg Thee Stallion in Spider-Man. That would do more for her. Yeah. Meg Thee Stallion in Spider-Man would do more for her career than like putting out like a mixtape that doesn't even make the Billboard top 200.
That's true.
You know?
Well, I want the best for Meg because I love her. Simon Says and she's another one that I love. Oh, Reeler.
Yeah. But no, like I'm saying like Beyonce was in Austin Powers, and that's iconic of her. She wasn't really like, you know, she took a little more time off between the albums. But she was in a funny ass movie.
I kind of got you into Renaissance a little bit.
Girl, I was into Renaissance.
No, you were not into it. No, you were not into it as much.
No, I'm sorry to say, I'm gonna call you.
You're not gonna call me out because you were like, I don't really like it.
I don't really like it, and I still stand by that. I'm sorry to say.
He's jamming. He's jamming.
Here's what it is. When Renaissance first came out, I was super into it. My problem with Renaissance is there's like 5 songs on the album that I really like, and the rest are skips, and so I didn't get into it. And you just play those songs all the time.
I love Renaissance. So good.
When have I ever asked you to put on a Renaissance song? Never.
Never.
Do I ask you?
But do you recite the lyrics?
Yeah.
Yeah, and when does it come on in the club, you jam out?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So don't be a hater.
No, Break My Soul is a banger. Cuff It is a banger. Alien Superstar is a banger.
Alien Superstar is so
Virgo, Groove, skip.
Good song. You don't know.
America has a problem.
You don't know about the runs 50, at the
50.
end. America's Got a Problem. Such a good song. Oh, I love that song.
Virgo Groove.
So
I do not
move. Heated. Love it.
Heated. Love
it.
It's okay. Heated. Whatever.
Well, you're a Swiftie. You like that type of music.
I am. No. I'm a Solange girl. Of all the
you're a Swiftie ass bitch.
I'm
sorry.
Swiftie ass bitch. But I put you onto Solange.
Yeah, you did. Well, I put on cranes
in the sky.
in the sky, and then I was like,
did you? This.
And then I looked up what's the song?
Almeida.
That's my favorite song.
Bins. But
that's been on like repeat right now for me.
God, losing you. Some things never seem to fucking work out.
She's cool.
Lovers
I want her to have like
lot.
a more.
I don't want her.
Futuristic sound. I love her sound because it's like neo soul, like future.
Do you like Janelle Monáe?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I would like to.
I mean, I don't think she's a bad artist. She's just not for me.
For you. Because to me, like, she does have that very like futuristic Afrofuturism.
It's too like happy for me. Her sound.
It is. It's like it's very like bubbly. To me, I like it because it's like
Solange is more like cool, like laid back.
Solange is definitely back. For me, the influences that Janelle Monáe draws from are stuff that like I'm also interested in. So I think it's cool to see those references, and I just feel like
she's also more. It makes sense because she's more abstract,
definitely,
and more colorful. And I'm more like black, blue, gray, white,
Picasso, Picasso blue period.
Oh, I love that. I was listening to blue. I'm getting into like
blues.
Yes. Because I don't know why. In the winter, I just, like, love that sad shit.
Yeah.
I love...
Seasonal depression.
Right. Oh, it takes over. My brain, my body, my soul.
Knock on wood, the seasonal depression has not been hitting this season.
Because we're in Barcelona.
I mean...
like, what are you talking about?
Facts.
If we were home, we would feel... I would feel it. You know why? Because I'm from New York and it's freezing.
It's true.
Icy season. I just hate the snow. I know for a fact when I'm older, I'm not going to live where it's like, it gets chilly. Absolutely not. Because what the fuck? Like, what am I going to do living my whole life?
I don't get the people who go on cold weather vacations either. I'm sorry to say, like, I see a lot of people on my social media who are like, going skiing, going to Aspen, going to Sweden. Why are you going to Sweden in December?
I would go to I'm trying to think. Oh, Iceland.
I would go to Iceland.
That's the only cold vacation I would go to. Only because I'm a hikey ass bitch. Because I just love that hiking. And like, I want to see the Northern Lights and...
I really want to see the Northern Lights. Yeah. That is on my bucket list, definitely.
So, speaking about being gay, but off topic.
As always.
What do you love and hate about being gay?
So I'm gonna say, like, first thing, I love and hate the community. I love my gay friends.
Be careful what you say about the community.
No, I love the connection that we have. You know, like, you go anywhere in the world, you can connect with gay people. It is this, like, really real bond that we can share, and I think that it has the potential for so much positive.
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of gays are really shitty to each other. I feel like and I'm part of this, you know, like, I see it in myself. There's a lot of cattiness. We really sexualize each other.
100%.
And, like, yeah, like, we do not treat each other super well. But when you find other gays who do, like, treat each other well, and where you do have that click, like, it is the best friendship. I think it's the best connection.
100%. What about love?
I think the gays have a very complicated relationship with love.
No, like, what do you love about being gay?
Oh, sucking dick. Did I say that?
Yeah, I guess. No, not like sexually.
No, I don't know. Like,
sucking dick, you fucking thought? It's the first thing you thought about what you love about being gay?
What I love about being gay? No, like, I love the freedom that comes with being gay. You know, like,
that's true.
Maybe I'm overanalyzing it, but, like, I feel like by being gay, you're a little outside of, like, the mold. You know, just by being gay, you're not,
you're
like...
a little quirky, not like the other girls.
You're not like the other girls. You're not this straight, cis, whatever, like... And I feel like that gives you a lot of freedom to like explore alternative lifestyles and like do different things. Where
when you have the privilege to.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But like a lot of people I know are at the point where they're like getting married, having kids, doing whatever, and that's great for them. But I also know that there are quite a few of these people who are like doing that because they feel like it's what they're supposed to do, and there's a lot of like pressure for them to do that we don't have.
Yeah, 100%. I hate dating. Like, I hate everything about dating.
Dating,
I hate everything
gay.
about it. I'm at fault at this, but I attract guys who are either way too emotional or they're really closed off. It's never in the middle. And it's always games, and it's always like, I want to do this, but I don't know what I want. Like, I'm just like, I have no time for that. That, and the other thing I hate about being gay is it kind of is difficult to make gay friends in a way. Yeah. Who are like, oh, I'm just looking for a friend. And you're like, I'm just looking for a friend. Let's be friends. And then they're like, oh, you want to hook up? And I'm just like,
looking for a friend who I can
no,
also have sex
I was
with.
just like,
Yeah.
I don't want to hook up. And then it just makes the rest of the friendship weird for me. And then I don't want to be friends. Luckily, I have a couple of gay friends that I'm very thankful for. But I know for other gay people, it is
Well,
hard
and I
to
feel like
make
there's
friends
a
and
lot.
stuff.
Like, I know gay people who are like, I don't want to have any gay friends. I don't like other gay people.
Yeah, who are just friends with girls.
Just friends with
Oh,
girls.
I'm gonna say something, and I do not like, and this is why I don't like it, because it's just being mean to other gay people. I hate when gay people are like only friends with girls, not even guys, nobody, just girls, just bitchy ass fucking girls, and they're like, they're the only gay, which whatever, do you?
Yeah.
But they're like, I could never be friends with a gay person. No, fuck them, fuck the gays. I can never like go to a gay bar. I cannot. I don't want to see that. And it's like, you're gay as fuck and you're homophobic.
And you're homophobic.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
There's a lot of it.
I hate that. And we met a
There's
couple
a lot of
people
it
like that. And it's just like, you are out here sucking, riding dick, and hanging out with like, first of all, they, for the most part,
they don't care about you.
They don't care
You're
about
an
you.
Accessory. You're
Exactly.
Fun. You're
why, like,
cute.
you're gay. Why wouldn't you want to be in
with other gay people?
Space? Yeah. What the fuck? Can you?
I think you don't have to make it. You don't have to make it a weird sexual relationship thing. I do think part of the problem with that though is so many of the gay spaces are like, you're like, it's very gay clubs. There's not like.
But one thing is to be uncomfortable with that, and I get that, but you know, these people are just not going because they're like, I don't want to deal with other gay people, or
yeah.
I don't want to deal with like gays who talk shit with about drag performance.
Oh, drag queens. And
what
stuff.
the fuck is that?
Know.
I hate that shit.
I agree.
Like, and I always stand up for it. Like, I worked at a gay bar before, and I've said something like, you don't have to stay here for that.
That's the thing.
No one's inviting you. Like, you can literally leave. Like, no one's asking. You do not need to talk shit about like, oh, I don't want to see that shit. Like, I don't want to see you. Like, what are you talking about?
Drag is so much like I haven't done drag. Like, I'm not like saying like a performer, like, but to go to a drag show to watch it is so much fun. It's such a great experience.
It's like, if you don't want to watch it, turn away from it. What are you talking about?
Don't watch Drag Race. I've met people who are like that, and who, if I say that I watch RuPaul's Drag Race, like, oh, like, never mind, I don't want to talk to you. You're one of those, and it's like,
what? Because you
one of those gays. I'm not like those gays.
It's like oh, so you admire, respect like a part of the community that's just not like us. Like, what?
Yeah.
No, like they're it's its own thing
within
our community.
Yeah, you know,
so and respect it.
And on the flip side, if you're super mask, like, you know,
it doesn't matter.
To
me, it doesn't matter how masculine or feminine you are. You need to respect everybody. Especially within your community.
I agree.
Respect everybody. Just you know,
Yeah.
as is, but like
Yeah.
within your community, you're supposed to be like supporting, like support them
I
and
agree.
be there for them and like be like, even if you don't like drag, just be like, wow, okay,
I mean-
I don't like drag, whatever. You don't say anything, move on.
Yeah.
But why do you have to insult anyone or like, it's just,
And I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like the same thing goes for our trans brothers and
I was just
sisters.
gonna bring that up. Like I've heard
who are
people
gay
talk
who are
shit.
Like, oh,
yeah.
I don't. Gay people who are gay and are like, I don't believe that being transgender is a real thing. I'm like,
It's fucked up.
what do you like?
Yeah.
I
Or
mean,
I could never hang out. Or
I could
like,
never be
what
friends with
even
a
is
trans
that?
person. You know,
Yeah.
like, and again, you know, like I'm cis. I love being a man. I personally do not understand
Same.
that mindset at all. Like it's something I can't wrap my head around. But other people clearly can, and it's not my place.
We stand by the trans community.
Yeah, exactly.
Love them.
Live your truth. Live your life. Like, it's not for me. I don't understand it, but it's clearly for you. Go do your thing.
I got really close over the summer.
Mhm.
We just separated because I'm, you know, traveling.
yeah.
But it was so interesting to see like firsthand like what, you know, the like trans community go through, and like I would hear stories and like all the good and bad, and it's so insightful. And then working at a gay bar and just seeing, you know, drag performance and meeting all the queens and stuff, like a lot goes into it. So nobody needs to shit on it.
Well,
Nobody needs to,
like,
and it's just someone expressing what they want to be and like do do whatever they want, like creatively. Like what's your problem if they want to dress a certain type of way? If they want to like act a certain type of way, that's them. Like they're not hurting you. Like I just will never understand the hate.
I completely agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I understand that there are like questions that come up with it. You know, like for kids, for sports, whatever. Like it isn't some like cut and dry, super easy answer. Obviously, there is like more nuance to it, but at the same time, like just because there's complications around it doesn't mean that you should be stopping people from living your life and doing these things.
And I think that's even a whole like another part of the whole issue, but just talking about like nightlife and just like other gays our age, like there's no reason to be hating on the drag community or trans community or whatever.
Even the gay, like I feel like that kind of goes back to like gay marriage too, though, and like straight people with us. And I know, like, most people support gay marriage now. Like, in the U.S., it just got signed into law, so thank God we're safe. But people who were, I'm Christian, I'm conservative, I don't want gay marriage, so, like, I'm going to try to ban it. And it's like, no one's telling you to get gay married. Like, our lives are completely separate, and
it's because people are too worried about what other people are
people
doing.
Are so obsessed with what other people
like,
are doing.
What if, how does it affect you?
Yeah.
How does it affect you?
And I'm not over here saying, oh, I think that we should ban straight marriage. Go, I don't get it. I think it's weird.
I don't get marriage by itself.
I totally do.
Oh, how would you get married? Tell the podcast.
Well, girl, after seeing this Sagrada Familia, I'm gonna make some phone calls.
Here we go.
I'm serious.
Want a whole like church wedding?
No, it's gonna happen.
Because we went to a gorgeous church.
It was beautiful. No, I don't want to get married in any old church. I want to get married in that church. I don't know how to make.
Meanwhile, I'm just like, I don't know if I want to get married at all.
If I don't get married on a church, if I don't get married in Sagrada Familia, like I have said many times, I don't want a religious ceremony. I don't believe.
I want a small, intimate wedding.
I want to get married on a boat. I want
to get married not in this country. I mean, United States.
United States.
Yes.
Really? You're gonna do a destination wedding? You paying for my plane ticket?
Yeah, I'm paying for my family and my plane tickets. I mean, my family and my plane tickets. My family and friends, my guests.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where would you do a destination wedding?
I don't know, probably Spain.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is just like, I haven't traveled more, but I really like Spain. Why would I get married? What, in New York? Upstate?
I wouldn't
Connecticut?
do it. I wouldn't do it.
Even California, like, I mean, I haven't been to other parts of California, but I don't even know what am I saying? Like, I don't even know what I'm gonna be doing.
No,
I
like,
don't even
as much
see
as
it.
as much as I say like I support gay marriage, like I really fully do. Like I also don't really believe. No, I'm gonna say this. Like I don't really believe in forcing other institutions to accept gay marriage. Like if the Catholic Church never allows gay marriage, like I'm not gonna care. You know, it's their thing. I know.
Oh, that's true.
One of my friends, she's like really involved. She's lesbian, and she's really involved in her church. And she went to some conference to try to get the church to support gay marriage. And I'm like, just go to the county courthouse. Like, if your church doesn't accept you, why are you so
because she wants her religion to accept her thing. She just can't take no as an answer.
She just can't take no as an answer.
Yeah.
You know, if I marry a Muslim dude, like I'm not gonna be like, hey, like, we need to go talk to your faith about accepting.
Yeah, because you already know what you're signing up for.
You know what you're signing up for.
100%.
You know.
When talking about gay marriage and gay relationships, when was your first gay experience, like gay kiss or whatever?
So, I honestly was like very young, like way too young.
Were you kissed a boy?
Yeah, like experimenting with like other boys when I was very young.
Ew.
Yeah.
I think mine was like, 18.
I definitely,
late bloomy.
Really, we were at the house I was born in, so I was like, I remember being like 12 or younger, and
That was
like
your first time
like kissing like one of the neighborhood boys and like
experimenting.
But I don't think that that's real. Like the first time that I had a kiss with a boy,
but that was the first time you were like curious enough to try
it, and yeah.
So what was like the first?
Like the first like romantic like relationship you kiss with a boy, I would say I was probably like 15, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go off.
Yeah.
Early bloomer.
Early bloomer, yeah. And then, yeah, like when I was in high school, I had like, at the time, what I called a boyfriend. Do not consider him a boyfriend at this point. It was like a weird long distance thingy.
We do not do long distance.
No. I think that if you have your foundation as a like more traditional couple where you are in proximity to each other and then go to long distance, you can make it work better. But long distance right off the bat is...
I don't think I could do long distance.
I don't think I could do long distance either.
Maybe for like a month. I could do a month with someone, like without someone. I'm so to myself, like the way that people need to be.
Long distance. A month is going on vacation independent of each other.
But like I wouldn't mind that. Like if I know someone loves me and I trust them and I love them, you can do whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a fuck what first day.
No,
for you.
First week would totally depend on the person, but probably like if we really hit it off and we're like hanging out consistently, a month and a half.
Okay.
If we really hit it off well and we're hanging out like once a week.
I'm gonna give it 2-3 months.
Yeah, I would say that's probably like more like.
It's because you don't know.
Hang out.
To me, you don't know someone unless you've known them for more than like
3 months. Yeah.
Or you have like a good idea of them.
Yeah. No, I mean like. Yeah, I don't need to know you for that long. If we get along well.
I don't need to know you for that long.
God, it depends
but be my boyfriend.
How many other prospects I have? How many other people am I dating?
Oh God, because you can't just date one.
I can just date one.
Oh, I thought that's what you meant.
I was dating just one person over the summer. I did just
over the summer.
I did just one girl. After the other people I was dating at the time, I decided to cut them off, and they moved.
I can't juggle people. I don't know how cheaters. How do you do it? Couldn't be me.
It's not that difficult.
Ooh, toxic. So you can see who's the toxic one out of the both of us.
Yeah.
The cheating, the lying, No.
Yeah, cool. The everything. The
The
cheating, the
impulsiveness.
buying, the drugs, the partying, the impulsivity,
A crazy person.
the disregard for other people.
Oh, we know. We
Right.
know. No, but I don't agree with the first month. But I love that for you. I would
again,
have to
I
give it
said,
like 3 months.
It would really
Even 3 months is
depend on the
soon.
person. Really? You wouldn't say that someone's your boyfriend after 3 months?
No, I don't know you.
Girl, you're seeing someone consistently having sex, going on dates for 3 months.
They're not my boyfriend.
Damn.
Girl, unless there's a conversation, no one's just like, you're my boyfriend.
Oh,
No.
totally disagree.
No. Oh.
Really?
No, yeah. We're gonna have a conversation.
Really? See,
If
I
you don't
haven't-
tell me what's up,
Really?
I-
I haven't had that since like high school.
no, I need to
Every-
know what we're doing.
every
Are we
boyfriend-
dating? Are you seeing other people? What are we doing? I'm not. Am I supposed to guess? Assume?
Every boyfriend that I've had has, it's sort of been a situation where like, I'm introduced as like boyfriend question mark, and they look at me and I'm like boyfriend question mark, like it.
No.
I haven't
don't like that.
I haven't had the like, can I be your boyfriend?
I don't need
talk.
that either, but I need a like, what are we doing? Because whatever they're doing with you, they could be doing it with someone else.
Yeah, I mean, before we say that, like, I mean, girl, if someone is saying, if I'm at a party, and you're introducing me to your friends as your
And
boyfriend,
you don't think they'll do that to somebody? Guys are shitty. Guys will literally do that, and then the next day sleep in someone else's bed. Like,
I feel like
let's be fucking real.
If they're introducing
Let's be real.
No, I feel like if they are introducing you to their friends as your boyfriend, what, they're gonna go to the next day and say, oh, this guy's also...
Some guys are like that. I'm sorry, unless
we hang out, we
unless
talk to very different guys.
I don't
We
think
talk to-
that's.
I think so.
I don't know. I've seen it with just strangers and seeing things.
yeah, but I'm saying,
not
like-
saying I've experienced that, but I know guys are shitty. Like I know
Yeah,
guys
girl, of
will
course
like
guys are
will
shitty.
literally like
Of course guys are shitty.
say love. Oh, we're together. You're my
But at the same
boyfriend.
time, following that logic, like, what does it matter if you have any sort of discussion with them?
I want
Because
it.
they could-
I think for
Girl, they
my
could be
personality,
lying
I
through
want
your
it.
teeth, though.
Okay, but that's with anything.
That's why I'm saying, like,
But yeah, I would like a conversation where it's like, okay, we're dating, or like, what are we doing? I don't want to just not know what we're doing. Because what if they have that pressure of like, oh, I thought I was your boyfriend. It's like, we never talked about it.
see, to me, I think it's like, I am such a vibes person, you know.
I'm such a vibes person. Let me align my chakras.
No,
I love my vibes.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm such a, like,
vibes.
you know, like, if you are hanging out
Screaming.
every week with someone for 3 months, you're sleeping over, you're going on dates, you're having sex.
That's
you're
not
meeting
my
their
boyfriend.
friends. I feel like with that person, you can catch the vibe of whether they're genuinely interested. I feel like I have a good enough judgment of character.
Oh, me too. But
where,
I
like,
also need that like, what are we doing conversation, and
you
if it
need
goes,
these outlines.
I need one outline. By 3 months, if I say, hey, what are we doing? And they go, we're dating. And I'll be like, okay, let's date or not date. Or let's just, I don't want to date, but I want this. Like, I need to know at that point. And I take it from there. I'm like, do I want to do this? Do I not want to do this? And then I either stay or I leave.
God, I'm the opposite. I love the like undefined, open, whatever. Like
You also don't talk about how you feel.
But I
with these
do-
guys.
I do have these discussions that you're talking about. I just go about them in a very different way, and I think they mean less to me. You know, like
I think they mean more for me to open up and actually say like, this is how I feel about you, like that I have to feel and know that like, it's more serious to me. I don't just do that like loosely with like guys that I hang out with.
like I am a big believer in having these conversations of, are you sleeping with anyone else? Are you dating anyone else? Just like for my own, like safety. And let's be real, bring it back to the original topic.
Let's
of
be safe,
conversation.
y'all.
Being gay, we know how men are. if you want to be having sex with other people, I'm fine.
This is a good topic to have.
I'm fine with that. If you want to go and have sex with a bunch of other people,
just be honest,
and continue to have sex with me, I'm fine with that. I don't care. But let's communicate that with each other.
Yeah.
So that I can proceed the way I need to.
Also, another reason, like you said, to have these talks for my safety and for other people's safety, like, it's so important to know if your partner is sleeping with other people. If you're fucking guy raw and he's not taking you seriously, just know he might be fucking other people raw too, and you don't know how many. So, to me, I'm just gonna play it safe. That's why I have that talk of like, hey, what are we doing? Are we fucking other people? If so, I'm gonna be safe. If you're only fucking me, I'm only fucking you, raw dog. Like, I'm down to do that, but I'm not gonna fuck raw with someone who's fucking raw with other people because that is risky.
God, you just take a pill.
Girl, do not downplay STDs. Like, it's not just take a pill. No, it's super serious.
The worst STD treatment that I ever had to get, and knock on wood that this day is the worst, you have to get a shot in the butt and you're sore for like 3 days.
Okay, but it's still like, STDs are to be taken seriously. It's not just take a pill and a shot in the butt, because there's other STDs like that stick with you. And you know, like and people need to be on top of it.
It is very important.
And be getting checked, y'all.
To get checked, to have these conversations
with your fellow gay friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with the people, you know, you're sleeping with. It, like, I don't want to say it's a cute date idea, but get tested together. You know, if you're having sex with someone, that's one of the things that I did. We had the conversation of saying, hey, we've been banging for 2 months now. We're going on some more dates. Are you doing this with other people?
Yeah.
And when they said no, and I said no, we said, okay, let's go get tested. Got tested.
Yeah. No, I think getting tested is super important. And yeah, people just need to take that more seriously, because gays are so sexual, and like they have a bunch of gay sex. Go off. I'm pro sex, everything. But just please be careful, because it is super scary. As a guy with anxiety, hypochondriac.
As the not severe hypochondriac,
you just be careful and like have these conversations with.
And I think
with the guys you're hooking up with.
A lot of people,
and straight people, if you're listening to this,
do the same
you can get
thing.
STDs too, bro.
I think a lot of people really struggle with these conversations, though, because it feels very awkward.
Yeah.
And
no one wants to think about it.
No one wants to think about it. No one wants to acknowledge it.
Yeah.
But I really do feel like once you start having these conversations, it gets easier.
Yeah.
You know, saying, hey, who else are you having sex with? The first time you say it, you're like, oh my God, what if they think that I'm being judgy? What do they think I'm saying? And at a certain point, it's like, no. If this other person makes a big deal about it,
and like being gay, and like even in health class as a kid, like they don't go over like
you any of that stuff.
They don't really go into it and how serious it is, and I think people just need to be careful.
No, for me in health class and sex ed, no sort of gay talk.
Right, and for me, I remember like any gay questions, like Google, Reddit. YouTube question mark. Yeah, like, but you know, if you don't have gay people in your life, definitely go on the internet, go on Twitter, Reddit, any of these things where there's definitely communities where people have went through similar things in terms of like dating, like STDs, like, you know, self-esteem thing, like any of it.
In a kind of vulgar way, like for gay sex, like just the prep. You know, I remember the very first time that I ever did anything with a guy, like not having any idea how to do, and both of us like this, we both had sex with each other for the first time, and it was sort of like,
what are we doing
right. Like,
and you know, and you're a whole nother topic with porn, but your reference point is like porn, so you think you're supposed to be doing that. And I'm telling you, the first time I had sex with a guy, it was not like porn. Like, It was not giving that. It
I
was giving
hear-
like very amateur, very doesn't know what I'm doing.
No idea what you're doing. I think
Yeah.
that gay porn is more realistic than straight porn, though. I think straight porn is
No, I think porn
very-
is. I'm not gonna sit here and be like I don't watch porn, but I think porn really fucks people, a lot of people
I
up,
agree. I
and
agree. But that's
increases like sex addiction and like all that shit.
I agree with that, but like I said, I do think that for straight people, especially straight men, I think that straight porn is probably more damaging in how they interact with women and how they think what women
Yeah.
want. I think that gay porn is a little bit more
Maybe.
akin to what real gay sex looks like, even if it's not like 100% accurate.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm still gonna watch porn, but be careful with. I
With
think just
obvious
sex in
things.
general.
Sex in general, be
I think
careful.
sex like
It's
everyone.
It's a lot of
A lot
fun,
goes
but
into it.
is
A lot
very-
goes into it, and so just be careful. Have fun, but be
Be
careful.
careful.
And like, don't overdo it.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who overdo it,
And
and
a lot of people overdo it too.
right. And sometimes it's like close that kuka and
Girl, you don't
like
wanna
read a
pro-
book,
you don't
like
want-
read a
You
book.
don't want to prolapse.
No, like find something else to do. You don't always have to.
Yeah.
But on
Smoke
that
some
note,
weed.
thank you so much for tuning in.
Hope this was
to-
informative. Hope you learned something about us, about yourself.
Yes.
About the gays.
But the gays, we love the gays. We
Yeah.
love being gay.
Yeah.
And just
Thank you. Like,
we're like,
subscribe,
thank you. Like, subscribe,
follow us on
Tumblr, Twitter.
Chatty Chonga. Drop us a line.
Drop us a line, drop us a comment, drop us a question.
Tweet. Alright, bye.
Bye. Reddit,
Reddit.
YouTube,
Porn,
question mark.
mark.
Yeah, like, but you know, if you don't have gay people in your life, definitely go on the internet, go on Twitter, Reddit, any
Any of these things.
of
yeah.
these things where there's definitely communities where people have went through similar things in terms of like dating, like STDs,
Like,
you
even
know,
just,
self-esteem thing, like any of
in
it.
a kind of vulgar way, like for gay sex, like just the prep. You know, I remember the very first time that I ever did anything with a guy, like not having any idea how to do, and both of us like this we both had sex with each other for the first time, and it was sort of like,
What are we doing?
what are we doing?
Right.
Like,
And like, you know, and a whole nother topic with porn, but your reference point is like porn, so
Yeah.
you think you're supposed to be doing that. And I'm telling you, the first time I had sex with a guy, it was not like porn, like it was not giving that. It was giving
hear-
like very amateur, very doesn't know what I'm doing.
No idea what you're doing. I
Yeah.
think that gay porn is more realistic than straight porn, though. I think straight porn is
No, I think porn is.
very-
I'm not gonna sit here and be like I don't watch porn, but I think porn really fucks people, a lot of people
I
up,
agree. I
and
agree. But that's
increases like sex addiction and like all that shit.
I agree with that, but like I said, I do think that for straight people, especially straight men, I think that straight porn is probably more damaging in how they interact with women and how they think what women
Yeah.
want. I think that gay porn is a little bit more
Maybe.
akin to what real gay sex looks like, even if it's not like 100% accurate.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I'm still gonna watch porn, but be careful with. I
With
think just
obvious
sex in
things.
general.
Sex in general, be
I think
careful.
sex like
It's
everyone.
It's a lot of
A lot
fun,
goes
but
into it.
is
A lot
very-
goes into it, and so just be careful. Have fun, but be
Be
careful.
careful.
And like, don't overdo it.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who overdo it,
And
and
a lot of people overdo it too.
right, and sometimes it's like close that kuka and
Girl, you don't
like
wanna
read a
pro-
book,
you don't
like
want-
read a
You
book.
don't want to prolapse.
No, like find something else to do. You don't always have to.
Yeah.
But on
Smoke
that
some
note,
weed.
thank you so much for tuning in.
Hope this was
to-
informative. Hope you learned something about us, about yourself.
Yes.
About the gays.
But the gays, we love the gays. We
Yeah.
love being gay.
Yeah.
And just
Thank you. Like,
we're like,
subscribe,
thank you. Like, subscribe,
follow us on
Tumblr, Twitter.
Chatty Chonga. Drop us a line.
Drop us a line. Drop us a comment. Drop us a question.
Tweet. Bye.
Bye. Reddit.
Reddit.
YouTube,
Question mark.
Yeah, like, but, you know, if you don't have gay people in your life, definitely go on the internet, go on Twitter, Reddit, any
of these things.
of these things where there's definitely communities where people have went through similar things in terms of, like, dating, like, STDs,
Like,
you know,
even just,
self-esteem thing, like any of it.
In a kind of vulgar way, like, for gay sex, like, just the prep. You know, I remember the very first time that I ever did anything with a guy, like, not having any idea how to do, and both of us, like, this, we both had sex with each other for the first time, and it was sort of like,
what are we doing?
Right. Like,
and, like, you know, and you're a whole nother topic with porn, but your reference point is, like, porn, so you think you're supposed to be doing that. And I'm telling you, the first time I had sex with a guy, it was not like porn. Like, it was not giving that. It was giving, like, very amateur, very doesn't know what I'm doing.
No idea what you're thinking. Yeah. I think that gay porn is more realistic than straight porn, though. I think straight porn is...
No, I think porn is... I'm not going to sit here and be like, I don't watch porn, but I think porn really fucks a lot of people up. And increases, like, sex addiction and, like, all that shit.
I agree with that. But, like I said, I do think that for straight people, especially straight men, I think that straight porn is probably more damaging in how they interact with women and how they think what women want. I think that gay porn is a little bit more
maybe
akin to what real gay sex looks like, even if it's not, like, 100% accurate.
Well,
yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I'm still gonna watch porn, but be careful with. I think just sex in general.
Sex in general. Be careful.
I think sex, like,
it's
everyone.
It's a lot of fun.
A lot goes into it. A lot goes into
it,
it, and so just be careful. Have fun, but be careful.
Be careful.
And, like, don't overdo it.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who overdo it.
And a lot of people who overdo it too.
Right. And sometimes it's like, close that kuka and,
you don't
like, read a book. Like, read a book.
You don't want to prolapse.
No, like, find something else to do. You don't always have to.
Yeah.
But on that note, thank you so much for tuning in.
Hope this was informative. Hope you learned something about us, about yourself.
Yes.
About the gays.
But the gays. We love the gays. We love being gay.
Yeah.
And just...
Thank you.